Hello and welcome to the Wagner hypothesis that the theory of public expenditure. This is given by Professor Adolf Wagner of having a German economist. His idea is there why there the increase in public expenditure in the present era. That's so in present time there the public expenditure of the government is increasing day by day because most of the economy of the world, that is a socialist economy, that's a democracy, they are in almost all the nation of the world, and those are doing the work for the social welfare activities, and every economy having has to maintain the law and order, that external security as well as the internal security. They have to maintain the defense from the external sides as well as the maintain law and order inside the nation. And second one, increase in economic activities like production, distribution of resources. There you see increase in production, increase in export, then development of education, healthcare measures, development of infrastructure. So the public expenditure is increasing day by day. And what's the view of the Adolf Wagners and why that is taken place? The public activities are increasing day by day, public expenditure is increasing day by day due to industrialization. He has studied the various economies of the world like the German economy, France economy, USA, and observed that there the development of the industrialization that needs the development of the industrial public goods, the development of the public activities in the nation through the per capita income. As the per capita income of the people will increase, their wants are increasing day by day, and the government has to increase the public expenditure day by day. And this theory is concerned with how the public expenditure of the nation is increasing, and this is given by the Professor Adolf Wagner. Let us come to the topic. German economic professor Adolf Wagner observed that economic growth of a nation depends on the growth of public sectors. So the growth of the public sector is the key factor for the development of the nation of any nation of the world. That's the development of the public sector like the educational sector, healthcare sectors, defense sectors, making of economic infrastructure, making of social infrastructure. Those are the factors responsible for the growth, increase in expenditure of the government. He observed the industrial economies such as USA, Japan, German, and France, and found government activities are increasing due to increase in industrial activities via increase in per capita income. Public expenditure is divided in two heads: expenditure for the internal and external securities, culture and welfare such as health, transport, education, and banking. What he observed, he is taking the four economy of the world, German, Japan, then USA and France, and observe their industrial activities, the growth of the industrial activities, growth of the per capita income. That per capita income is responsible, increase in per capita income is responsible to increase in public expenditure in the nation. The public expenditure increase due to increase in the per capita income, and per capita income increase due to industrial activities in such nation. And what according to his view, there are two factors responsible for the increase in public expenditure. First one is your security, internal and external security. Second one, increase in socio welfare work. So what is internal security? That is maintaining of law and order, court, and that's external security, making the defense very strong because there is the problem from the neighboring nation nowadays. And another one, there you see another problem, that's increase in socio-economic welfare work like the development of healthcare center, then education, then and other activities, development of infrastructure in the nation, development of productive activities that what help for the production of the productive activities of the nation. Those are the factors responsible for the increase in economic activities in the nation as well as the public expenditure. We can explain this with the help of this diagram. Real per capita income, you people see, that is taken in the x-axis. Real per capita output of public goods, that is taken in the y-axis. If you see that in the case of A1, what happened before the industrial development, that you see that there is a proportionate growth of public sector with the passage of the time. After the industrial development, there's industrial growth is there, promotion of economic growth is there. Then what happened? That A1 shift to A2. That means per capita output will increase, and that's it, that per capita output will increase. Then what will happen? Public expenditure will increase simultaneously. So according to Professor Adolf Wagner, that normal view is there. A1, that's a proportional growth of the public sectors, and that's A2, that's a acute growth of the public sectors. That's a output through the per capita income, that the public expenditure is increasing here. Next, what are the causes? What may be the factors responsible for the growth of public expenditure in the economy? Production, the promotion of economic growth. How the economic growth is taken place? By the proper utilization of resources. That you see the full employment of the economy, that employment of resources, that proper growth of the resources, that promote the economy. That's the industrial growth, that is the growth of the service sector, growth of the primary sector, that is responsible for the increase in public expenditure. Those growth of the sectors that needs more public expenditure. And second one, wars and rumors of wars. That's so in the present era, mostly we observe always there the war situation, because most of the nation of the world are developed and developing nation, and the aim of the developed nation is to dominate the other nation of the world. So that's the situation of the war and rumor of war. So the nation has to keep the sophisticated equipped weapon to fight against the other nation, like the fighting jets are there, tank are there, the bombs, the atomic bomb they have to keep. Those are very costly atoms they have to purchase to keep the nation very economically strong, viable, that you see that to face the war situation. Second one, and why there the war situation that taken place, internal war, there the friction due to economic growth, friction among the different economic group of the people, and external war due to development of the nation. Next factor, there's an increase in public expenditure, there's a growth of population and urbanization. Most of the urban sector is growing day by day. That just after independence, the urbanization is increasing in India, and in other developed nation, that's 90%, 99% people live in the urban area. Urbanization means more public expenditure, the proper development of the road, the proper sanitary measures, the proper healthcare system. And in India, there's about 30% people live in the urban area and 70% in the rural area. Growth of population is increasing day by day. Just you see the population of world is more than 800 crores. So public expenditure must to increase, that to provide support to the such population, and urbanization is another factor for the growing of public expenditure. The Great Depression of 1930, after 1930, there you see the world economy wants to make the development of the world. That's so there are the no move condition, deflation is there in the world. To remove out of such situation, government rehabilitate, subsidize almost all the sector for their proper growth. In India, our Prime Minister declared that 20 lakhs crore package for the development self-dependent economy, for the increase in productivity in the nation. That factor is very important one. So how to remove the economy out of the depression. And next one, planning. Introduction of 5-year plan after 1951. There you see in India and other nations of the world, planning, that a prerequisite strategy what we fix in advance to implement in the near future. That planning is what the planning make the development of railway, planning make the development of infrastructure, planning make the development of mining sector, planning make the development of industrial growth. So the planning, the introduction of planning, that you see various experts are there, they make the plan for the next 5 years or next for the future, which needs a huge expenditure to make the plan success. Next, criticism of this theory, the last part of this theory. This theory is based on historical data but not the comprehensive analytical fact. This is based on the historical traditional view are there but not the modern view. There is no modern theory, no modern view in this theory. Second one, this theory is not acceptable by the westernized nation of the world because those are the developed nation. They never believe in WAGNERS theory. They believe in the modern view where there is a, because those are the developed nation. And third one, this theory is silent in the impact of war over the economy. This theory is silent impact of war over the economy. So these are the criticism of this theory. So you people see that what's the Adolf Wagner view, why the public expenditure is increasing in almost all the nations of the world, and due to security and development of socio welfare work, and their line is shifted from A1 to A2. So you people understand this one. This much for today.